I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home and Design Magazine and talking about a home show on the radio. We're here with Bob Hyland with Southern Lumber and Millwork. How are you doing, Bob?
I am doing great, Tim. It's a beautiful day out there. Just want everybody to come in and enjoy the show.
There you go. We're here at the Charleston Home and Design Show, and you've got a beautiful display here. You've you've dominated the corner here. If it was Monopoly, you definitely would have to stop and pay your rent.
Well, you know, it's we've actually kind of combined it. Southern Lumber has been in business for almost 70 years. Our specialty is actually millwork. We actually have a millwork shop locally where we do all of our own custom trims and moldings and these kind of things. So obviously we're displaying those. And then the other part is we've added, because we also now are an Anderson COE dealer, which means, you know, we actually purchase Anderson at the highest level, and we also have the expertise. We have a showroom that we have the same materials in. We have actually about $10,000 worth of Anderson windows and doors on display here.
That's great. That's great. And congratulations on bringing on Anderson. Very, very popular line.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, Anderson is actually the largest window and door manufacturer in the United States, and so and obviously the other part that goes along with that is the service of Anderson. So it's a good quality of product, and great to have them on board.
And when you mentioned that Southern Lumber has its own millwork shop, here in historic downtown Charleston, you do a lot of work replicating some of the wooden objects that are on these historic homes, correct?
Correct. Actually, we have on staff somebody who's capable of doing CAD drawings. We take, you know, people bring in pieces or sections of moldings or trims or siding or whatever, and we actually can do that right in the shop, just make the exact same thing that they have.
That's great. And when I was remodeling a house a number of years ago and I was looking for certain specialty items, it seemed like everyone would say, try Southern, try Southern, try Southern, because they didn't carry it or they didn't have it, but you seem to have those hard to get items.
Correct. Well, one of the issues of most lumber companies is that they actually outsource all that material. They have to buy it from somebody who can actually manufacture that. We're actually having it on in-house, where we actually have about 20 employees that work in the shops with molders and CNC routers and actually assembling these products. You know, we have an advantage.
Tell us about your display here today.
Well, basically what we've got, the Cox Millwork is actually where we actually get all of our treated material, and we have gone with them. They actually have a material called their Supreme Treated, and what we do is we actually take that product, and actually we have patented this. The name is called Elite Treated, where we actually take that material, run it through a molder, run it through a sander, and then we actually have it coated, and so it's very consistent, and it actually paints up very well and doesn't have the expansion and contraction that a lot of people that would sell treated have. We have a Supa door, which is actually an interior MDF molded door. And then we go in here. This is a company that we're actually doing custom mahogany entryway with. They're called Millwork Artisans. And so that is actually a Sapele mahogany door, 2 1/4 inch thick. And so all mahogany. And multi-point locking systems. And then we go over here. A lot of people don't know, especially downtown, which you mentioned earlier, we do a lot of replicating shutters, for example, downtown, which are all done differently. So we actually manufacture our own shutters. You know, they're at Southern Lumber.
Those are all wooden shutters?
Those are all wooden shutters, that's correct. Actually, we do those typically out of Spanish cedar material. So
historically correct.
That's correct. Same way with these beams up here. These are all Spanish cedar material up in here. Columns of it, they're all Turncraft columns, so we do actually wood columns, or we do actually a lot of fiberglass columns today that replicate the wood. Then we have all the Anderson on display. We have architectural window over there, and then we have casement over here. We have a French wood hinge door over here, then a double hung, and then Anderson also offers your replacement type windows. In this particular market here, their 200 series narrow line, which we probably got 10,000 plus units in this market, is a window that's been made since 1965, but it didn't tilt, and a lot of people like that feature today. So Anderson has come up with what they call an insert kit, where they can actually change that window, make it to where it tilts, also change the grill pattern, which was not available years ago in a 200 series, to what looks more historic, where you got a simulated divided light. So
that's great. And how about the flooring?
All right, the flooring, we actually have a number of different floorings. We obviously do the Cox treated material, you know, the tongue and groove and everything. We use #1 treated on that. Then we also stock Ipe decking. We do Trex decking as well. that pretty much covers that.
Okay, good deal. Well, tell everybody how they can get in touch with Southern Lumber and Millwork.
Well, our number is 744-6281. That's our direct line right there, and we're actually located on 2031 King Street Extension, right off Azalea Drive.
How about a website?
It is www.southernlumbermillwork.com.
We've been speaking with Bob Highland with Southern Lumber and Millwork here at the Charleston Home and Design Show. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome. Have a great day.